Hey guys, Matt from Upsilon Mining, and today I'm just going to go over how you should be measuring the power usage of your rigs. Stay tuned. Today we're going to be just checking real quickly on the actual power usage of this 6600 RX 6600 rig that I have here. That's doing quite well. Yeah, so we have 8 cards, and they're all pulling about 28 and change mega hash per card on Ethereum. And we're going to show roughly, we're going to jump on over to Hive OS and take a look at the power usage to see what the actual numbers are in the software. And then we're going to come back here and we're going to compare that with what comes up on the wall meter. Okay guys, here we are on Hive OS, and this is the rig that I just showed that's currently running in the mining basement. So as you can see, we have 6 Radeon RX 6600, the power colors. These are actually really good GPUs. I mean, the 6600 series in general have been really great. Not a lot of stability issues, pretty predictable, and relatively easy to overclock. So that's one finding that I found versus comparing it to some of the older like RX 570s I have, which tend to crash a lot. These cards seem to be really stable and really put out a good number of mega hash for the wattage. So we're looking at, according to the Hive OS here, in terms of wattage, it looks like we're putting between 57 to 60 watts in the software at each card, and that is going to be, I guess in software, 465 watts here. 465 watts just for the cards, probably about 100 or so maybe for the whole motherboard, power supply, and just hard drive, all the other supporting hardware that goes with it. So 466 plus that, let's say 565. So we're gonna say the power output, it would be 565 if I were to guess. We'll go 120. So we'll go 120 for the motherboard and everything else. So we'll go 120 plus that, so that's about 586. Head. So assumed wattage software, 585 watts, and that is 465. Let's break it down. Actually, no, we can just for completion purposes. 465 watts for cards plus that motherboard other equals 120 watts. 120 watts. Okay, so now we'll go get an actual measurement, and we'll be right back in 1 second. Okay, so let's check to see what the actual usage of the wall is. I know that's kind of hard to read. The lighting is actually pretty poor here right now, but yeah, so it is reading 683. Okay, we're looking at 683.6 watts, and that lighting was absolutely horrendous, guys. I don't know, it was a reflection on the screen, but these are one of those power meters that just don't have the background lighting on the display, so it looks absolutely like garbage if the lighting isn't right, so it's hard to get on camera sometimes. So it's actually 683.6 watts, so the delta, the difference between those two, is actually almost 100 watts. Our assumed wattage is 98.6 watts. So this is what actually matters here. The 683 watts is what you're going to be calculating the usage. So my electricity rate is roughly, I did the math, and it's around an average of 11 cents a kilowatt hour Canadian. So it's actually a little bit less than that, like 8 point something cents in the US. So I do use a little cool little tool that I got here. You can look it up too. Just go to Google and just search in computer power electricity cost calculator, and this works anywhere. But you can just basically put in, and I'll put this link in the description below, 24 hours per day and number of watts, 683.6, 683.6. And I'm just going to put in 11 cents a kilowatt hour. It doesn't matter what currency it is in, it's just going to do the calculations. So so we got the cost per day is $1.80, $1.80 per day. Cost per day, $1.80 per day. Okay, so that's the actual cost. If we were to follow our assumed cost, we're at 585 watts. 585 would have been actually $1.54 per day. And this is just using the software. And that's a difference of 26 cents. Look at the difference. So 26 cents. Okay, just 20. Let's just do the math on that. It doesn't seem like a lot. 26 pence times 365. Yeah, so we're looking at per year $95 off on our discrepancy. 26 times 30. So per month we're talking about $8 difference. So I mean it's close enough, but let's look at the margin of error on that. So we're talking about the actual. Sorry, the actual is 683.6 and so we're off by 14% on our guesstimate there. So 683 delta is 98.6, so it's a 14% discrepancy there. So that can add up, especially the more power the rig uses. This is a pretty energy efficient rig, using 683. But if you're using 1800 watts for like a 3090 rig or something like that, I mean that could go up quite a bit. I mean, you could be misjudging by up to 75 cents to $1 a day. I mean, do the math. Where you think you're making more money when you're not making enough money. So let's go over to our favorite tool, what to mine. Okay. Now, if we go back to the rig again on Ethereum, looks like we're pulling a total of 231.2 mega hash. So we're going to what to mine. Is it 232? 231.2. 231.2, and an assumed. Yeah, so if we go back to our assumed calculation of 585 watts, put the numbers in. So on Ethereum, that is assuming $8, which is $8, 11 cents. 585. Yeah, that's assuming $8.32 a day. That's actually feels kind of high. Holy shit. Let's go and put in the actual number, 683.6. So we thought we were making $8.32 per day, but according to the actual numbers, 832 minus, yeah, so I mean it's close. So this will give you the actual profitability of that rig based off your electricity usage and also your hash rate on a specific algorithm. So ETH hash on Ethereum, 683.6 watts, and on Ethereum that is 806. So that's a lot. That's actually pretty good. Crazy. So this rig actually is making me $8 US per day right now, 806 per day, with actual electricity usage counted in. So that's how you can actually do it. So get one of these watt meters. Let me just show you roughly where you can get one of these watt meters, and here we go. So just go over here to Amazon.com or .ca, wherever you are, type in Power Meter. And the one shown in this video, you have to get the most expensive one. I don't know which exactly one it is. It could be Rio Rand or one of these other ones. I'm just going to pick. I like these ones because they actually have Indiglow on them, so you can actually see what you're looking at. But let's assume it's this one. I think it's probably this one. Yeah, so $28. You get some coupon. You get some of the cheaper ones. I mean, they're all relatively the same. They all run at 120 volt outlets, usually to a maximum of 1500 watts, 15 to 1800 watts. But I won't recommend running it on the full amount or pushing that. I've seen these things burned out before, but get one of these. Consider it as part of your toolbox for mining. It's going to be a very good investment. It'll give you actual numbers on what your rig's performing with and what your profitability is. So I really hope this video kind of sums up what the best way, I guess the way I do it, to measure your profitability on your rigs using an actual power meter, not the in software. I've seen wild discrepancies in accuracy. This is fairly close when you take into when you're guesstimating 120 watts, but for the motherboard plus that. But when you actually get into the actual numbers and do some math, you'll find the best ways to actually use a power meter, and this will give you exact profitability, and then you can calculate that into your ROI or whatever. And just another thing I thought I should mention here is those numbers on what to mine are according to the value of Ethereum right now at the moment, which is relatively high. We had a bump the last couple of days because I guess a big whale bought a bunch of Ethereum and it caused the value to spike up. So we take a look real quick here at coin360.com, not affiliated. Ethereum is up to 3,096 per ETH. That's good, and Bitcoin's up too. So everything's up right now, so those numbers are kind of a little bit skewed, but generally that's the profitability at this current point in time. So I hope this video helped. If it helped you guys, please leave a comment below and let us know how you personally calculate your profitability of your rigs. Make sure you leave a like and also subscribe to the channel and click on that bell below, and then that'll allow you to get notifications when I release a new video, and it'll also help the YouTube algorithm present the content of this channel to other people, so I can help, so I can be more, quite frankly, a little bit more motivated to create more videos as well, and keep on going and keeping this channel rolling. Alright guys, thanks a lot, have a great day.